All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank you all so much for coming over. Got this video here from TMZ. Says, shocking, Diddy's baby oil trick exposed by alleged victim. Um, who was it? I think Gene Deal. I think someone else, maybe Jaguar. People were saying that it was laced. They believed it to be laced because people were saying like 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Like, what the hell does he need all it? You know what I mean? People were thinking it's just gonna be like this slippery event. You go everywhere, you just sliding on top of people. But I guess we got another person coming out confirming what Jaguar and Gene Deal, I believe it was Jaguar, for sure Gene Deal has said. We gonna check this out. It's so much stuff coming out about him, man. Ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
So we told you from the jump that baby oil was a big thing in the whole Diddy scandal, that the Fed seized 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
And it is the thing that people have talked so much about because it was such a bizarre...
It's so odd. And remember,
Right.
we spoke with Mark Agnifilo, his lawyer, on one of our documentaries, The Downfall of Diddy, on Tubi, and we asked him about it. And he didn't quite know what to say about it. You know,
he kind of made a joke
He
about
kind of
it.
made a joke about it.
Right.
But now we know at least what one of the accusers in a civil lawsuit,
A brand new accuser.
a brand new one, is saying the purpose of the baby oil, and it's not what we thought.
No, this accuser, who is filed as a John Doe, says that the baby oil was laced and that the purpose of placing the baby oil on people involved in these freak-offs
Was to drug them.
right.
And that what, according to this lawsuit, that Diddy would have the person slather baby oil all over them.
Jesus.
That is laced with some substance. We don't know whether he's talking about GHB or something like that. We just don't know. But it would render the person kind of semi-conscious, I suppose.
Yeah, the way it's laid out in this lawsuit is a man who says he met Diddy back in 2007. He was a Vegas adult male entertainer, said he was retained for dances and so forth, but then it turned into sort of these sex parties that we've heard all about. And he says the baby oil was slathered all over him to the point that it was dripping off. And he says after it was applied, he began to feel drowsy, disoriented, all of those things, and became more sort of pliable to do the sort of sexual things that Diddy was directing him to do, according to the lawsuit.
As he says, Diddy watched, we're not going to get more specific. It's about as graphic as it gets, based on this lawsuit. But suffice it to say, Diddy was up close and personal watching.
It's extremely graphic, and as you pointed out, the feds pointed out those 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That's mentioned in the criminal indictment, but never further than that. It sounded like kink shaming, you know, sort of maybe he was into baby oil, but there's no crime involved with that. It looked like it was just a pot shot at Diddy.
Yes. Now, again, that's what I want to talk about as far as I keep bringing this up because I really need to emphasize I don't care about your sexual preference. Grown adults doing whatever they want to do in that bedroom with whoever, that's up to y'all. But when you are doing illegal things, doing things against someone's will, and all this other stuff that he's being alleged of, that's where the problem comes in. See, if he would have just continued to just be grown people and not, you know, putting stuff in people's drink or putting stuff in the baby oil, allegedly, then probably would have been fine. But with everything that's rumored and alleged, you know, it just seemed like he felt invincible, powerful. I can't be touched.
If this is part of the forensics of what they gathered from his compound during those raids, it's going to add an entirely new dimension to this case.
Now, Charles, the one thing that I didn't quite know from the lawsuit, although I'm assuming, is that if this is true, I guess they would have taken the bottle and unscrewed the
It would have
cap,
been opened.
and then pour in whatever the
Right.
drug is, and then close it. But I don't think he would have done it to 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
No, but you would keep the if this is true, you keep the baby oil stocked, and then you open it and put whatever in.
Hey, probably had a whole team working. You know, it could have been people initiation. I need you to go spike these bottles. You know what I mean? It gets crazy out here, man. It does.
What
You need it.
What I'm getting at is, was there a stash allegedly with this drug in it that the feds
did the
seized?
feds find that?
That's right.
Well, I'm curious, and we don't know. This is a civil lawsuit filed by this accuser, but we don't know if the feds have had any contact with this person.
Right.
Have they shared this information with the feds? And was this person, I don't know if this was clear from the lawsuit or not, Derek, was this person ever, did they say that they were flown or transported? Did they fly or drive on Diddy's dime to any of these parties?
There's the usual allegations of expenses being paid for transport and things like that. So it'll be
Because
interesting
those things
to see.
are part of the federal.
But this,
indictment.
but this could be too. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, no,
but
I
you need
agree.
the interstate element, for
No, I
this
was saying
man
in
act.
addition to the baby oil.
In addition to, but
Yeah.
the baby oil itself, if this was a means of drugging somebody, if there's proof of that, even if it wasn't from one state to another, it would still be relevant
Sure.
in the case.
Yeah.
So we don't know. But by the way, not the only case that was filed yesterday.
Right. There was also another one filed.
Two other ones.
Two others that were filed?
There were two
Well, these
women
were coming in.
Two women, each of whom filed their own lawsuit, but they both say they were together in the.
This is I covered this already when they talked about Trump Hotel again, and I ain't saying that Trump knew about this. Nothing like that. I'm just saying it allegedly happened. It's probably a lot of stuff that goes down there that he never knew or never will know about. I'm just saying, like, when you look at videos and you go, this aged well or this didn't age well, just that video of him saying Diddy's a good friend of mine, I mean, you got to ask yourself, the people in your life that you consider good friends, I feel like some things about them. Not everything. You probably they ain't gonna probably tell you everything, but you'll know some things about them to consider them a good friend. How many good friends do you have today? So again, I know back in the day, you go listen to the rap songs and they mention Trump name. I know the culture, because of the money aspect, they were really into Trump. I know that. But what I'm saying is, like what's being alleged that took place at this hotel, like I'm wondering, has he talked about that, or whoever's managing, have they talked to the staff? Like it's gonna get pretty crazy because we're getting close to that trial date. So we'll see what happens. But again, appreciate you guys coming over and watching. This isn't like breaking news, but it's more of a like, another person has confirmed it. So we'll see. Hey, appreciate y'all coming over and watching, man. Peace out.